We're going to legalize every dreamer's parents, every hardworking American doing backbreaking work that makes this country so goddamn great in the first place, even greater as U.S. citizens.
And we're back, y'all. Thank you for watching today. Go ahead and hit that like button, my people. You know that it helps us out a ton. And of course, it helps you because it helps us keep bringing you these videos every day. Now, y'all, as you know, as we've been over many times over the past week, the Texas Democrats have fled the state in an attempt to prevent redistricting, which would see about 5 new Republican majority districts added to the state of Texas. So the Democrats just ran away. They say they're fighting, but they're really running away to avoid the fight. Now, ever since this happened a week ago, a lot has come to light. We've learned that states across the country, Democratic-leaning states across the country, have already done this kind of redistricting, and they already have crazy maps that the Democrats are now saying represent voter suppression and all other sorts of anti-voter terms that they're using. But Democratic states, the same states where the Democrats have run for refuge, they've already done this sort of redistricting. So that's one. But also, two, we're learning that the Texas governor has a lot of tools under his tool belt, and essentially he's already calling checkmate on the Democrats. So what we're going to see here is that by calling special sessions, the Texas governor is putting the Democrats in an impossible position, and it's only a matter of time before they come back to Texas, are arrested, that's his words, are arrested, and are forced to do their job. But before we do, y'all, make sure you take care of your money. I'm not going to make this a long one, y'all. Go to Paralegold, PARALEGOLD.com, or call 844-651-8334, 844-651-8334. If you have $50,000 to $100,000 or more in your retirement, protected from inflation, protected from monetary debasement, you're about to retire. Make sure your money's still there and it's still worth something by investing at least some of it in gold. Talk to our partners at Augusta Precious Metals. Go click the link now, get the free information, and protect your precious retirement.
We got to change the rules of engagement and not allow President Trump to continue to have us bringing knives to gunfight. So if it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander. We will do whatever it takes for however long it takes.
So, Governor, how long could this take? When do you launch the next special election? When do you expect some answers from the courts you've petitioned there in Texas?
So first, this could literally last years because in Texas, I'm authorized to call a special session every 30 days. It lasts 30 days. And as soon as this one is over, I'm going to call another one, then another one, then another one, then another one. If they show back up in the state of Texas, they will be arrested and taken to the Capitol. Now, if they want to evade that arrest, they're going to have to stay outside of the state of Texas for literally years.
So Texas Governor Abbott says he can call special sessions. Now you may say, well, what's the importance of that? Well, I did a little bit of research, so let's take a look. I'm going to be reading off my notes here. So special sessions in Texas are mandatory work periods. You have to show up. So if he's calling 30-day special sessions, they have to show up. So if they don't show up, then, no call, no show, anyone? It forces the lawmakers into this kind of lose-lose situation, because if they come back to Texas, then they're going to be arrested and forced to go do their job. If they stay away from Texas, no call, no show. So all of this is keeping the political pressure high, as you can imagine. And also, finally, Abbott is trying to get these people removed from their office. He wants them kicked out. He's filed lawsuits already to have them removed from office. I'm talking about the runaway Democrats. So if they don't show up for work during these special sessions, which he says he's just going to keep calling back to back, it's like they abandon their job, and he has a stronger case to have a judge remove them from office altogether because they essentially have abandoned their jobs.
And they might as well just start voting in California or voting in Illinois, wherever they may be. And that will aid and support the lawsuit that I filed in the Texas Supreme Court saying that these lawmakers have abandoned their seat because we are incapable of conducting business for the people of Texas because they have fled. This is the most un-Texan thing we've ever seen. In Texas, from the time of the Alamo until today, Texas stand and fight. What these cowards did, they didn't stand and fight. They fled and went to leftist blue states that may be more aligned with their personal philosophy that is not welcome in the state of Texas.
So all of this is just adding up to a strategic advantage for Abbott and the Republicans because of that. Now, again, Democrats, they're phrasing this as a fight, as we're not going to back down. Beto O'Rourke, the multi-time loser in different Texas elections, he's gotten involved, y'all. This guy, he went full. What's going on? What's in the water in Texas? Because any place that gives us a Jasmine Crockett and a Beto O'Rourke, something's going on, y'all. Y'all need to check the water down there or something. This guy took it way past the Texas redistricting fight, and now he's talking about giving citizenship to all of the people who are in the country without permission, y'all. What's up with that? Let's take a look.
Next time we win power, we're going to drive that car like we stole it. We're going to legalize every dreamer, every dreamer's parents, every hardworking American doing backbreaking work that makes this country so goddamn great in the first place, even greater as U.S. citizens.
And of course, in classic neo-Democrat style, it wouldn't be a proper tirade without some kind of cursing and spitting. You know what I mean?
We're not going to let him stop us. Are you with me on that? Ándale. It also means, as Mark was saying earlier, we don't await the punch thrown by these would-be fascists to land. We punch first, and we punch harder. We want California and New Jersey and Illinois and Maryland and every other state where the Democrats hold the governor's mansion, the assembly, and the state senate to redraw their congressional districts now, not wait for Texas to move first, to maximize Democratic Party advantage. Listen, you may say to yourself, well, those aren't the rules. There are no refs in this game. The rules. We are going to win whatever it takes. We're going to take this to them in every way that we can.
So, y'all, the Democrats are cursing. They're spitting. They're saying they're fighting while they're running away to other states. But at the end of the day, we can all see what's happening, can't we? I mean, aren't we adults? Can't we see what's going on? We can see that they've run away, and we can see that they did not stand and fight. So I predict that they will go back. Of course, this has happened many times before. I predict they'll go back. I do predict that they will have to accept the redistricting, but also predict that other Democratic states may try to compensate, and we will probably see a redistricting all-out arms race in this country over the next several months and maybe even years. So y'all, let me know what you think. Let me know down in the comments, y'all. But before you do the channel a favor. Stop, hit that share button. Share this video out over email, text message, WhatsApp, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, all of your favorite social mediums. And of course, if you're not a subscriber, please do subscribe. Go down and hit my link, Paralegal, PARALEGOLD.com. Learn how to protect your retirement from this crazy market that we've seen that goes up and down and all over. You know, don't you just want your money there when you go to retire and collect it? Go can help you. Thank y'all for watching. Love y'all, and we'll see you back in the next one.
So what do you say, though, to Republicans who are worried about this? There are some out there that are in blue states. They're in swing districts. They're worried about if the blue states do ramp this up, they're going to lose their seats. One of them is Congressman Mike Lawler. He's a Republican out of New York. He says it creates a situation where you're going to lose blue state members, which over the long haul are critical to keeping the majority. It's all that Lawler said, mutually assured destruction once people go full throttle. So what about those seats possibly being tanked in blue states?
Well, as you may know, the law in New York, the law in California is very different than the law in the state of Texas. In the state of Texas, all it requires is an act of the legislature to do redistricting. In both New York and California, it requires a constitutional amendment based upon constitutional standards that already exist in their state. And that's why I say what these Democrat governors are saying is a lot of bluster, because not only do they not have the ability to remove very many Republicans, they also have no legal authority to be able to get this done in time for the same election cycle that Texas will be ready.
Yeah, they do have levers, but and we'll talk about with Governor Hochul about that. They do have time limits on when they can do these things. So there are procedures in place, and we'll talk about that with the governor. But I want to play something by Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett. She used to serve there in the state legislature in Texas, now a rep here in Washington. She says this is about race. Here's what she says.
Right now, African Americans are only going to have 1/5 of the voting power that they should have in the state of Texas under this map. And we know that our Latino brothers and sisters will only have 1/3 of the voting power. And frankly, Asians, which tend to be one of the fastest growing demographics in the state of Texas, have literally no power.
So what about that accusation?
Well, first of all, it would not be a day that ends in the letter Y if Jasmine Crockett didn't say something racist. But second, her facts are wrong because the facts in the state of Texas are, under the maps that we are drawing, is that 4 of the new seats will be predominantly Hispanic seats. The problem that Democrats have in the state of Texas is Hispanics, black voters, and other voters, they have learned now that the ideas that Democrats stand for are contrary to the ideas that the Hispanic community and black community stand for. They all want secure borders. They don't want men and women sports, and they want to support law enforcement. And so what we're finding is that these Hispanics now are voting for Republicans. We saw that very prolifically in the last presidential election when Donald Trump won all 5 of the seats that we're going to be adding. So it's a proven fact that minority voters chose to vote for Trump as well as other Republicans, but they are trapped in one of these gerrymandered districts that confines it only to electing a Democrat. If the Democrats would say that they shouldn't be entitled to elect a certain member of a particular race, but instead let the voters of that district decide, regardless of their race, they're going to find that Democrats are going to lose voters and Republicans will be picking up voters.